Today, I'll be speaking about my patent, which is called Grid System Surveillance Balloons for Detection of Wildfire. My name is Jaden Choi, and I'll begin with my presentation. I have researched about 3 different patents in the use of the background for my patent. First is a high-altitude balloon, which is a surveillance balloon attached with 2 detection cameras. It is connected with satellites constituting a communication system. It also communicates with the ground-based station. As you can see in the image below, there is a balloon attached with 2 different cameras communicating with the satellite while detecting the wildfire and also communicating with the ground-based station. Next is a multiple hovering balloon. It's basically the same thing. It's a surveillance balloon communicating with the stationary ground-based station, but it contains a massive bandwidth. As you can see in the image below, there's a ground-based station which connected with multiple hovering balloons and also with 2 different ground-based stations. Speaking about is a miniature expendable surveillance balloon system. It has 2 lenses for detection, a thruster that runs with the gas that is in the gas bag, contains batteries for functioning the lens and image sensor, and moves vertically with combustible gas. Now, I'll be talking about the description for my one and only patent. First, each balloon contains an infrared detection camera and a network in order to communicate and interact with the other balloon. Next, the balloon system will be moving in a grid system where balloons are evenly spread out. To be specific, the balloons will be separated by 500 meters per balloon, which covers total distance of grid system will be 1 kilometer in the x-axis and 1 kilometer in y-axis, which will be covering a kilometer squared area. To clarify, all balloons are at the same altitude. This eventually means it will be forming a square shape and the balloons will be 9 in quantity. So 9 balloons are spread evenly, hovering around the mountain ranges. Next, the balloon will be entirely function and hover with the gas it contains to move horizontally and vertically. To be clear on this, to increase the altitude, the cylinder helium tank, which is in the cell, that the gas bag is carrying. The cylinder helium tank will add more helium through the valve, and to do the opposite, the gas bag will leak some of the helium. Also, every movement of the balloon will be coordinated and synchronized with the other balloons floating around. Last but not least, the balloon system will be operated with an algorithmic function and also an algorithm in order to command actions that the operators on the ground are willing to make. To differentiate and specialize my own patent, I'll be showing you 2 images that can clarify some of the ideas that I brought. First of all, if you look at the image on the right, as you can see, this is the sky view, the cloud view of the patent that I talked about with my patent. As you can see, it is spread 500 meters per balloon, which will be essentially a kilometer and a kilometer. So it'll be 3 vertically, 3 horizontally. Clarification on the design for my balloon is, as you can see on the left, there's a gigantic gas bag that will be helping the system to be hovering and floating. And there will be 2 battery cells in order to support the electric components and the helium tank and all the other sensors that are working at the bottom to detect fire. I'll be talking about the crucial and major benefits to the society that my patent will bring to the community. Less people will be harmed or affected from the wildfire happening near the civil areas. Also, reduce labor put into pro areas. What I mean by this is that, for example, firefighters will not have to go through terrain far from the station using the helicopters where weather could be possibly precarious. For instance, many areas in the world on the globe is very rainy, windy, and everything like that in order to make the firefighters go for frequent surveillance around the mountain ranges. Furthermore, it'll be more efficient. For the ones such as firefighters, it will be financially beneficial because every time they have to go for surveillance, they don't have to go on their helicopter, which means it will be less time consuming for my patent, my balloons to be floating around for 3 months, maybe less, maybe more, just be floating and detecting for fire, which we don't know when it's going to happen and when it's going to be. Future implication, it will be spread to other parts of the globe, not only limited to a particular part of the country. Next, wider area of the mountain range the surveillance balloon covers. As of right now, the initial idea of the patent is that each balloon will be separated by 500 meters. However, it can be in total of 10 kilometers, where each balloon will be separated by 1 kilometer, making it 10 by 10 or much more to cover a wider mountain range. Lastly, I will talk about my campaigns that will be built upon my patent. First, discuss the benefits with the community. It will be mainly talked within the community that can be possibly affected by the wildfire. Campaign the harm and the danger of wildfire around the globe. With the recent boom of social media, I can use Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and any other social media platform. Fundraising around $25,000 in 5 months in order to operate balloons will mainly be from the community that are highly affected by the wildfire. Thank you.